What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal SpazPhoenix, the YWC reality check, coming at you for the very first time in 2013. How are you? I'm doing okay. Was your New Year's cool? My New Year's was kind of awesome. Hung out with a couple of my buddies on my buddy's rooftop apartment, watched a whole bunch of Walking Dead. A lot of fun. Anybody who's not watching that show by now clearly doesn't have a pulse. Yeah, that's pretty much it. First video of the new year, and it's not a rant, even though people by the end of this video will think it's a rant. What this is, you know, in the spirit of the new year and all that sort of thing, this is my one New Year's resolution. And it's not for me, it's for the WWE. And no, before you get on anything crazy, it's not a slag on John Cena. Big gasp, shock and awe, I know. It's not a slag on Rey Mysterio, which I like to do from time to time, for fun. Preston, it's only for fun, buddy. Alright? We're good? We're good. Okay. It's not a slag on Kelly because she's not around anymore, thank God. It's not even a slag on the Ginger John Cena, also known as Sheamus. It is a request, it is a suggestion, it is a forward-moving idea, and it's probably going to be the title of this video. It's going to be hashtag No More Hell No. Now, I've been outspoken in the past about Hell No, my opinions of Hell No, etc. There's nothing else much that can be said other than the fact, and I'll get to this later on, WWE themselves know that Hell No sucks. And I'll get to that in a second. See, me, when I looked at Hell No, when I was doing, what the hell was the show called? It was Wrestling Paradise with Alex, and we always got into it about Hell No versus the real tag teams in the WWE, and I still do use that term, even though the real tag teams in the WWE have been completely buried. From what I've heard, I haven't watched NXT in a couple weeks, but apparently there's no more Ascension because one of them got fired, which really sucks. But there's Primo and Epico, who are a real team, there's Primetime Players, who are kind of a real team, and there's the Usos, who are a fan-fucking-tastic team. Now, my dreams of any of the real teams seeing gold went down the toilet as soon as two former multiple-time world champions got the belts. And it just went on from there as they became the Cenas of their respective division. Now, I know what WWE was trying to do. As Alex said many, many times, if nothing else, this would bring eyes to the tag team division, which at the time, I will admit, was floundering quite a bit, if there was any tag team division to speak of at all. But let's look at this for a second. Everybody went into this, myself included, to a certain degree, hoping that this would be good. You know, I mean, you've got maybe the second, third, fourth best wrestler in the WWE right now in Daniel Bryan, and one of the greatest monster characters of all time when he was good in Kane. So you put the two of them together, Daniel Bryan's kind of losing his mind, Kane is Kane, and it should have been good, but then they went the comedic route, and I will admit, wholeheartedly, surprisingly, Kane is great at comedy. Daniel Bryan is, I don't know, I guess holding up his end of the bargain as far as the comedy goes, but the comedy shtick drained both of their characters dry and made them stale as hell. Not only did it make them stale as hell, they trampled all the good teams in the process, so now the only believable teams that we're left with that might take the belts away are the mashed up tag teams. And I will admit to a certain degree that the other mashed up teams that were thrown together under the theme or the umbrella or the era of the tag team mashup caused by Hell No are doing a lot better than I thought. You know, Rey Mysterio's not as fast as he used to be, and Sin Cara botches a lot, but as a team, they're not doing too bad. They've actually melded together. I think it's kind of funny that the team that works the best together and works the most fluid together is the team that doesn't have a team name. But we'll put them on the side for a second. I wouldn't mind seeing them as the tag team champions at this point. Road Scholars is fantastic. Road Scholars needs to be the next tag team champions. And yes, they are still a mashed up team, but the way WWE is presenting them at the moment, it can't really be anybody else. You've got Kid and Gabriel, which at least made sense. I mean, a lot of these at least made sense. Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow bonded over the fact that they thought they were all better and brighter and more intelligent than everybody else, and they were out to prove it as a team. That made sense. Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara's the new guy, Rey Mysterio's the nice guy, takes him in, takes him under his wing, and there's the whole teacher-student thing there. You had Kid and Gabriel who were stuck on Superstars, and all they had was one segment in the back one day where it's like, we're not going to get anywhere individually, let's try to take on the WWE as a tag team, and they grew like that. The thing is, they started growing as a team. You know, you got all the visual things. They started doing tag team offense, double team offense. You know, the gear becomes similar. The same thing with the luchadors, and it's all good. I wouldn't mind seeing Kid and Gabriel be the champions right now. I wouldn't mind seeing the Road Scholars be the tag team champions right now. I wouldn't mind seeing the luchador team of Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio at this point be tag team champions, because they at least make sense. They at least give me something to grab on to. They give me some logic, some story, some reason to care. Whereas Hell No, as I've been saying since day one, we are just waiting to implode. Where the coolest thing that they've done in the past month is Daniel Bryan gave Kane a cat for Christmas and Kane thought it was lunch. Ha ha ha, oh please fucking hang me. Moving on. Now, there was a lot of other... If their sole purpose of doing Hell No was to take some eyes to the product, or some eyes to the division, rather, they could have done a hell of a lot funnier things if they were going to go the funny route. They could have had, I don't know, Rikishi and Gangrel as a tag team, bring them back for a night or two. They could have had Doink the Clown in the Brooklyn Brawler, and, you know, people would have been talking. It's like stuff trending on Twitter. I've always disagreed with Twitter, because something can be trending worldwide because people are talking about it. It doesn't mean they're saying good things about it. And it's the same thing as I think they tried to do with Hell No. Hell No, they created because it would create a lot of buzz, whereas, you know, they didn't care whether the buzz was good or bad, which is another reason I compare them to John Cena. Oh, John Cena's great. Look at how many people are talking about him. If half of them are saying that he sucks, that's not good. If all the hashtag John Cenas that are on Twitter right now say hashtag John Cena sucks, then the fact that he's trending on Twitter isn't good, is it? Now, I would rather have any team, and here's where I'm going to go with this. I would rather have the Road Scholars. I would rather have Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio. I would rather have Kid and Gabriel. I would rather have the Usos. I would rather have Epico and Primo. I would rather have the primetime player. Hell, at this point, I would rather have one of the members of 3MB. I would definitely rather have a couple, any two of the three members of the Shield. I don't care. Have Ryder and Santino, because at least they are supposed to be dumb and annoying and not funny while they're trying to be funny. At this point, I don't care. Put Ryder back with Hawkins. That was a decent team. At this point, listen to me very carefully. I would expect the comeback of John Cena and David Otunga. Remember when they were tag team champions? Yes, it was lame, but at least there was a point to it. Bring back Morrison, and Morrison and Miz can reform the Dirt Sheet. Bring back the Hardy Boys. Oh god, wait, I can't say that, can I? Yeah. Anybody, here's my point, and here's the bottom line on all of this. Anything could have a good story behind it, other than you guys don't like each other, and your ex-girlfriend doesn't like either one of you, so she made you be a tag team. And you beat up your therapist and a bunch of other people in a therapy class, and whoop-de-doo, now you're tag team champions with John Cena booking. Absolute, I get it. People are fans of Kane. I was a fan of Kane at one point, and he still is great every now and then. People are fans of Daniel Bryan, so they're sitting there with their little torch and their little pitchfork and say, anything that Daniel Bryan does is awesome. You know, it has to be awesome because the guys, like, the two guys, individually, Kane is good at what he does. He's a great big man wrestler. I'm not a fan of big man wrestlers, but I will admit he's a good big man wrestler. Daniel Bryan has the talent. He could be a world champion right now. I am not slamming the team to slam the members of the team. I am slamming the team because as soon as the team is gone, both of these guys are going to be on to better things. It will be better for Daniel Bryan. It will be better for Kane. It will be better for the titles themselves. It will be better than for the division itself, and it will be better personally for my give a shit on the division, because right now it's just not there. And it's not that it's not there that I don't like tag team wrestling, it's just I don't care who has the titles at the moment. That's bad, isn't it? And that really is what brings me to my point, my last sort of salvo, and what is the only reason that I'm bringing this up to rant about yet again, and I guess it did kind of turn into a rant. WWE themselves know that Hell No sucks. They know that nobody cares anymore. Here's the deal, and here's where I will tell you a bunch of stuff. Going into TLC, we had to make a different match because CM Punk wasn't available to fight Ryback, da-da-da-da. So we had Shield versus Ryback and Hell No. Oh, well, that's a big step up. They were in the main event, da-da-da-da. All it did was throw them into a random pile of people match that did not highlight them specifically as a two-man tag team. So the fact that they were the tag team champions in that match did not mean fuck and all. And as good as the Shield are, they've had one match. That was their debut match. These are your tag team champions, and they lost to a bunch of new guys in their debut match. Meanwhile, a team like the Rhodes Scholars defeated soundly one of WWE's, new pet projects in Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio, who is Hall of Fame bound whether I like it or not. They had a good night. Here's where I move on from that. Take away the whole six-man debacle with the Shield and all that, because yes, it was great, da-da-da-da-da, but it doesn't have any bearing on the tag team division itself. The tag team championships were not defended at the pay-per-view. The number one contendership for those tag team championships was decided at the pay-per-view. Now think about that. The number one contendership was contested on a pay-per-view between Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio, and the Rhodes Scholars. The actual shot for those belts was on Main Event that nobody watches. Oh yes. So the number one contenders match, in essence, was better / more interesting / more entertaining / just overall better than the actual championship match. What does that say about the champions? My God. And just as another one single example picked up out of the sky, New Year's Eve Raw. Who were the Rhodes Scholars going after? They were going after ex-WWE champions, ex-main eventers of WrestleMania. They were going head-to-head with John Cena, much as it causes a little bit of bile in my stomach, and my boy, The Miz. And looking like champs. Yes, they lost. It's John Cena booking, etc. But look at what they were doing. Whereas our champions were fighting 3MB. I'm just saying, the comedy is bad. Anytime they try to break out from the comedy, it's not realistic anymore. And it seems like the number one contendership is a hell of a lot more competed for, I guess, than the belts are. So yes, indeed, the WWE itself, by what they're putting forth, by what they're portraying, what they're booking, etc., even they have lost faith in their great creation, in their savior champions. They've lost all of their own faith in Team Hell No, and you can tell. You can tell the next big kids on the block are going to be Rhodes Scholars. They're great on the mic. They work well together, as a team should. And it's just, they're overall better. I get it. Once again, I'm going to say, Daniel Bryan is great on his own. Kane is great on his own. As a team, they suck. As a team, their matches suck and bore the fuck out of me. Anybody. I will take two Jannettis. Take Christian and Matt Hardy, and they will make a better set of tag team champions than Hell No would. Or Hell No is, rather. I will take pretty much anybody at this point. I will take Tensai and the Funkasaurus over Hell No right now. Because they are that stale. It's not even a matter of being good or bad anymore. It's that I don't give a shit. They carry no interest. They don't even carry enough interest for me to dislike them. That's how bad it is right now. So here's my just one resolution for the WWE. A lot of other shit is going well. Ziggler's getting pushed. Miz is getting pushed. Barrett's got a championship. Antonio's okay. The Divas division is getting better. The tag team division is getting better despite how crap the champions are. That's bizarre, isn't it? I'm just saying, CM Punk 408, 9 days now going up against the Rocket Rumble. WWE, from me, more than most people at the moment, you're doing a lot of good things. Get rid of Hell No, and we will be that much closer to that good old brass ring. Anyways, that's me. I've been SpazPhoenix, your YWC Reality Check. Happy New Year. Let's have a great 2013. Don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I'm tagging out. Bye, guys.
Get up, come on,